that down, let's move on to this, shall we? There's a comedy coming out that I am very excited about, and that's Liam Neeson relaunching Naked Gun. I personally think the trailers have been hilarious. Just me, like they are so true to the spirit of the 1980s spoof movies. It's so true to the spirit of the original Naked Gun films. And I found them to be pretty funny. And I think Liam Neeson is the most low-key, most brilliant comedic actor in a long time. Well, now we have a runtime for the movie. And it's going to be a time that you've probably not heard in many movies ever. According to our friends over at Joe Blow, the Naked Gun is going to be 85 minutes long. 85 minutes. And they go on to say, when you account for credits at the end, we're really looking at an 80-minute movie. And knowing how the original Naked Gun trilogy used the opening credits for its own sequence of jokes, we have to count that as useful minutes towards a comedy, provided this fourth installment keeps that tradition. So far, the style looks to do just that. In addition to that, the runtime is even in the exact neighborhood of the first three movies. Both of the original Naked Gun and The Smell of Fear were also 85 minutes, while The Final Insult was 82 minutes. So often movies overstay their welcome, and they're right about that. You know what? I remember when I saw that, I can't remember. I think it was last year there was one, Rob, but I can't remember the last time I saw a movie runtime listed under 90 minutes. Like, I know I've seen it in the last couple of years. I just can't remember which movie it was. But I agree with Joe Blow on this. For a movie like a comedy like Naked Gun, I think this is the right kind of runtime. You get in because the style of humor, Rob, even if they're doing the humor great, and I think they will do the humor great, but the style of humor, I don't think you can stay on board with for 2+ hours. You know what I mean? I think they need to get in with this, hit the jokes, make it funny, hopefully make it really funny, and then end the movie and leave everybody laughing. So I actually, again, I'm not saying it should be under 90, but I like the neighborhood that it's in, and 85 minutes is not something I've seen in a while. When's the last time you remember seeing a movie with this kind of a runtime? And do you think this kind of a runtime is right or not right for a movie like the stylings of Naked Gun?
Well, I don't know about, what something I've seen lately that's under 90 minutes, but the Zucker brothers and Abrams, the Zaz team, Airplane was, I think, 87 minutes, 85 to 87 minutes. Top Secret was 88 minutes. So I think this kind of running time serves, the laughs, the jokes, whether they land or not, are coming very, very quickly in movies like these. It's a never-ending stream of chuckles. And so I would imagine that you don't want to exhaust an audience. I don't know if I could watch a Naked Gun movie for 2 hours without being exhausted. So I think that they're following a formula, and the fact that they're hewing pretty closely to the original films is probably a smart idea, because these parody movies can overstay their welcome very, very quickly. But I think it's good. I think, look, the real question is it funny? And if you go and you're laughing uproariously throughout the whole film, and you step out of the theater, you still feel you got your money's worth, even though it might be on the shorter side. I've been in comedies that have run long that has seemed, interminably long. So as long as it's funny, and from what we saw, look, what we saw at CinemaCon, which was a lot more over the top than what they've shown in the trailers. It looked pretty damn funny to me. And I got to tell you, maybe against my better judgment, I'm looking forward to seeing this movie.
Well, and to your point too, like, because of the kind of this isn't a 40-year-old virgin kind of comedy, right? This is a spoof comedy.
Right.
And because of that, it's not like they need a lot of screen time to develop the plot.
No.
The whole point of this movie is it has one goal and one goal only: make people laugh. That's it. It has no other agenda, no other to-dos on their list. That's it. Their one and only objective is to tell jokes and make the audience laugh. And when you understand that, And you're understanding they're not trying to develop the characters. They're not trying to, give more dimension to the narrative. They're not trying to do any of that. It's just about, look, here's what this movie's about. Yada, da, 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 and then make them laugh. And then, Rob, that makes what you said even more true. If this movie's not funny, it has nothing else. It has literally, you can't then go at least, well, Neeson gave a great performance. Neeson's not aiming for a great performance. You can't say, well, it had great this. No. This movie is just all about the laughs. And that's great if you deliver the laughs. If it doesn't deliver the laughs, it has no safety net, like nothing to make it anything other than a waste of time.
I mean, this is like a one-liner comedy where everything is a one-liner, whereas I think about like Dave Chappelle, one of the greatest comedians of all time. He tells stories. He sets things up, and then he takes you down a road, winds up, and then gives you usually a tremendous punchline that requires, it's not a one-liner.
Right.
It's a situational thing that you have to really understand. And I like, to be honest, John, both kinds of comedies. I mean, some of my favorite comedies are character-based situational comedies like Tootsie. I think it's one of the great comedies of all time, or Arthur, or When Harry Met Sally, or Woody Allen's movies like Manhattan or Annie Hall. But that doesn't mean I don't like a Blazing Saddles, a Mel Brooks movie, or a Zaz, the Zucker Abrams Zucker group comedies as well. And some of our like not. I gotta tell you, I'm obsessed with Not Another Teen Movie with Chris Evans.
Oh, I hate that movie. Anne loves it too. Anne loves that movie. I hate that movie.
I gotta tell you, I'd never seen it, and some of these clips, they pop up, these like 60-second clips, and I'm like, what is this movie? And so I looked it up, and then I went back and I watched the whole thing, and against my better judgment, I kind of loved it.
Listen, it was the beginning of the end for those, though.
Yeah,
yeah, it really was.
I like your analogy too of like comparing the types of comedy movies to stand-up comedians, because you're like, a 40-Year-Old Virgin is like a Dave Chappelle, right?
Yeah.
It tells a story, it sets it up, and then bang, tells a story, sets it up, bang. Or even like a Jerry Seinfeld, if you get to see him live, he's kind of like that too. These types of movies, are you familiar with the comedian Stephen Wright?
Oh, dude.
He's amazing.
He would talk. One of my favorites is, I put some spot remover on my dog, and now I can't find him.
And but for those of you who don't know Stephen Wright,
it's been one of those lives.
That's all his entire comedy stand-up routine is one-liners. One-liners.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just one-liner. I remember one of my favorites was, I met a very pretty Asian girl on the bus, and I got talking to her, and she said she's a nymphomaniac, but she says she's a very unique kind of a nymphomaniac. She's only attracted to Jewish cowboys. She says, oh, by the way, what's your name? I said, Bucky Goldstein.
Yeah. And
that's just kind of humor. And then boom. And then the next joke, and then the next joke. And that's what Naked Gun is going to try to be.
Anthony Jeselnik is like that too.
Yes.
He's got great one-line type. But he tells stories. But yeah, I mean, and I think that's what's really interesting, is that within the comedy genre, there's many different flavors of comedy, and just like there's many different flavors of Superman.
All right, guys. Question is for you. What do you think about this? I mean, the runtime, we're not used to hearing sub 90-minute runtimes, but Naked Gun is coming in at 85 minutes, which is like right all around where all the other Naked Gun films are, movies like Airplane and whatnot. I think this is the right kind of runtime for these types of movies, but maybe you feel a little bit shortchanged by it. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.